good, YouTube? Here for the last clutch of the 2022 season for PER. A couple of announcements. First off, you may hear some light howling in the background. We picked up a new dog. I will be revealing her in a video here in a couple of days. She'll probably just the intro. I may even add her the intro of this video. We'll see how it goes. But she's in the background being crate trained now, so that's the barking in the back. Second of all, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed any of my other videos, or subscribe to me, please make sure you do that. Hit that bell notification so whenever I put out a new video, you can hear it. This is Thursday, July 6th? 7th. See, always gotta get the help. July 7th, I'll be posting this video on July 8th on the Friday. But yeah, reach out. Perfectly Engineer Reptiles on Instagram. Follow me. I post all the updates there. Trying to be more consistent with that. Trying to get these videos out. Quality hopefully improves over time. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure that it's out there. I don't know if you guys can hear, but she's really giving us a shouting match, letting us know she doesn't want to be alone. But anyway, so we got the last clutch, and before we jump into it, one final announcement. If you don't follow, please go out and follow on Instagram, Facebook, all social medias. Make sure we're being active. Florida, USARK Florida. There's a lot going on right now. If you're in Florida, you understand how important it is for us to support them. Make sure you're supporting them. More than just a donation, but be active. We all have lives. We all have some things and excuses to not do stuff. And we all think someone else will do it. We don't need to. But if you care about these animals and you care about this hobby and you love what you do, you've got to make your voice heard. I'm going to try to start being more active. So please support. So now we're going to talk about our last clutch. We've had all of them. We've had incubators. Cigar City Exotics was nice enough to let me borrow an incubator spot for one of my clutches. Because I only have one incubator and it only holds 6 clutches because I thought they'd be more spared out. But they weren't, and we're down to our 10th clutch of the year in a span of about 100 days. So it's been pretty crazy of how quickly they come. Actually, less than that. It's probably about 90 days. But so let's take a look. Now, this is an interesting clutch. First time mom got her as a hatchling. Good sized girl, so we're hoping for a large clutch. I haven't looked yet. And the other thing is she was bred to 3 different males. I never actually saw her lock. So I was trying different males because I was thinking that she just wasn't compatible. So she was bred to the Cypress Yellow Belly. She was bred to the Window Calico male that I have. And she was bred to the Vanilla Enchi Queen Bee as a last-ditch effort. I never saw any locks, so it's going to be a Hoosier Daddy's clutch. Could be mixed, could be one of them. We'll see. This will be an exciting clutch to open. Alright, now let's take out the hook, just in case. She's the sweetest girl, great ambassador for the species, but still a mama, so you never know how they're going to act. I don't know how long she's been on here, but I did check her this morning, and there were no eggs. She looks like she gave us some really big eggs, good size eggs at least. So I got to pull her off without getting bit. She may let me do this without the hook. Maybe not. Come on, mama. There you go. I should have grabbed the tail already, huh? Looks like they're all good. She definitely looks empty, you can tell. Let me make sure. Yep. Alright. She's doing well. She's so sweet, so pretty. Single gene leopard, guys. Don't know if I mentioned that, but let's see if she'll give us a weight real quick. 1523. Alright. Let's get her in the water so maybe we can descent these eggs a little bit from her body. So, some fresh clean. I do not put soap in here, guys. Not yet. The problem is if she's thirsty and wants to drink and I've already put soap in there, that's not good for her, so I don't do that. Alright, I will get my hands clean. And I already have the egg box, it's right here. I'm going to move this to 0. Pull these eggs off. They're still pretty viable. Alright. 853. 853 grams for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. That's awesome. Probably going to give us lots of possibilities since I have no clue who the dad is. Let's get these things in here. I've already prepped the egg box. What did I just say the eggs were? Hold on. 854. 853. I'll write this down. So, 853. Sorry guys, you got to keep detailed records. And 1554 for mom. And I said 8 eggs, I'm pretty sure, but I can write that as soon as I do this. So here's our pre-made egg box already there. Seal wrapped. As you can see. Water, everything there. I will open up the press and seal. While I'm doing this, I will give you some updates just about the season. Cigar City Exotics has one of the clutches. I'll have a chance at bells. So hopefully we get some bells. The PIP date for that is the 60, day 60 is, oh, let's see, they're pretty, she may have laid these a little while ago. Oh, no, there we go, okay. The 15th, so here in a few days, I'll probably be going to get them. My rule of thumb is I don't cut until a pipper. The other thing that you guys may notice that I do sometimes different than some other people is they candle them. I'll do it after this because I use my camera, which is in the hand, and they try to put the embryo up. If you follow Rob Barraclaw, he's got a bunch of videos. There's actually some documentation on it that you can look up online. That is a myth. There seems to be no truth about where the embryo goes. Where they lay and where they stay seems to produce the same success rate. There's no evidence on a grand scale. Maybe one, you might have it. So it doesn't hurt you to do it, but it also doesn't hurt you not to do it. So I choose to just place them in the way that they are laid. And I've not had any issues so far. Not that I have a huge sample, but other people do. And so, as a man of science, I tend to follow the trends. Boy, these are stuck together. These might have been like her first 3. Just adding humidity. If you're wondering what I'm doing, it's not heating them up. Is that there's humidity in your breath. And so you're lightly wetting them, which can help peel them apart. All right. There's actually 9 eggs. I was wrong. That's a big clutch for a first-time mom. And there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Before I stick them in, I'll turn off the lights and candle them really quick. So you're not gonna watch me put them in the incubator. I will clean the spot, at least to desense it. This will sit here for a little bit. Some things I'm gonna mention about her before I end the video, because this is about where you'll see. Like I said, we'll have about 5 days before the next reveal. I'll do an egg cutting. That video won't come out in 5 days because I think it's actually better when I cut them, let them come out the egg, give you their first shed, and then reveal it. I will have some updates on some of the other clutches that you've seen, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. If you haven't watched a live from Proper Royals, check that out. My first live ever. And some things about this girl that I thought would be interesting to mention. As many of you may know, I think I'd mentioned, I feed bi-weekly and mostly ASFs. I have not noticed a decline. With part of my collection, I went from rats to ASFs, separated them, allowed to see if weights change, went to a bi-weekly feeding status. Once they hit around 500 to 600 grams, a weekly status before then. Even my hatchlings, I know some people feed hatchlings every 3 or 4 days or something like that. I don't do that. I don't think that's probably how it would be in the wild. I'm not saying that it's bad, but they're just a tremendous. This girl was one of the first snakes I got and ballooned up to 2,000 grams quicker than any other snake by far. But as far as sexual maturity, so no interest in males. I have snakes that were smaller than her and younger than her that have already laid and their babies have pipped before this girl actually laid her first clutch. You can see her first clutch is 11 eggs. So once she was ready, she was really ready. So I would advise that you would make sure that when you're staring at your collection, really detailed notes about how each snake's behavior, how often they eat, how often they skip meals, and just kind of watching their body language, seeing what they're doing. And you know what I'm talking about. You open your tub and it periscopes up and it's looking, you know it's ready to eat. If it shows no lack of interest, it's okay that it doesn't eat. They're not all the same, or they're not robots. So pay attention to your snakes. This girl ate voraciously and it had nothing to do with breeding. She still made me wait. I had girls who ate a little bit more sporadic, hit 1,400 grams, developed follicles, developed eggs, and pushed them out. But they're not, food intake does not equal when they're ready. So pay attention to your snakes, and that's going to be some of the stuff I'm going to talk about later on in more detail, is how the ball python species seems to be working in mine, how I've been doing research and listening, how other people have said different ideas, just things that we should do. And what works for me may not work for you, may work for you. You may want to try it. Just think about health of the snakes. At the end, we all want them to breed, and there's nothing wrong if you want to power feed your thing. That is your animal and your prerogative. If you're like me, they're more than that. These are just beautiful creatures that you love to watch grow. And so, you want them to be healthy. You want them to be the best versions of themselves. You want them to thrive. You want to make sure they're good. And I'm going to go push out some information about what that's like. So if you haven't liked, share, subscribe, stay tuned. Some of those videos will be coming out. I'll do a bunch of stuff on eggs and everything else. But thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Until next time.